Attempt number 2 at day number 7, I think we're on. This is Werner Pairs. We're here with Mekie, who looks ecstatic today to be playing in day 2 of the Werner. We just qualified, sort of. I mean, we were 103rd out of 130, so, you know, it wasn't like borderline, but yeah, Hello. we played better solid bridge in the second set. But we didn't get as many gifts, so we weren't playing tops or bottoms. We only had 3 bad boards. If we eliminated those, we'd have probably got over 60%. We got 53%. So we're here today. It's very difficult to win the whole thing because there's 130 pairs. You can't predict you're going to win a 130 pair event, even if you think you're the best player in the field, which we probably aren't. So aim something like top 10, something like that. Get some platinum points so that Mekie can play the platinum pairs next time he comes to the Spring Nationals. And the field is reduced to 5 sections of 13 tables now. So we're going to go all the way up to section E. So that is about here and then back. So about 5 tables. So you can see sections A through E there. And then some other stuff's going to happen in this hall. I don't know what other things are going on here, but they've got, like, I think the final of the Freeman BAM, which is some sort of mixed BAM event, and then some other things as well. I see the Selway team are in that, I assume. And then I think Avery and Jack are playing too. So that's what's going on today. And then tomorrow, I haven't actually got a game sorted yet, so I'm going to spend today faffing about with trying to find a partner. I've put some feelers out in the Discord channel, but if someone knows of anyone with a game, I will be looking to. Otherwise, I could just take a day off. Yeah, so that's the state of play today. I've re-washed all my shirts, so the Hawaiian shirts are going to get another run out, I think. They're much breezier and lighter in this hot weather. I don't really want to be wearing, like, cotton, I don't think. So that's the plan to do today. We've got our coffee. We're set down, we're ready. We're not going to go for 1100 like someone did yesterday. And we're going to do better today. Sometimes things just go wrong for no reason, and sometimes things just go right. Our first round, our opponents didn't turn up, and then they sat down bang on the start of the second round. So I think we've just got 2 average pluses. They missed it. They said they'll catch up with us later, but I don't think we need to play it. I don't know. And if we're not in contention, maybe we'll play it. But I think if we are in contention, we'll just say, well, sorry, you were too late. You know, we should be rewarded the fact that you don't turn up, I think. And then this hand happened. I'm just going to show you the north-south hands. Oh, sorry, the east-west hand with the full hands here. And Mekie is west, and Mekie opens 2 spades. Second favourable, and it goes past to me. Now, generally we said we're sound, but I don't think he has to have 6, and he doesn't have to have a good 6 either. So, like, if he's got 6 to the queen and an ace, are we making 4 spades? Maybe not. So I thought I'd inquire, and I thought I wouldn't punish him for preempting aggressively, and these are the colours potentially to do that. And so I bid 2N, and he responds 3 spades, which we've agreed to show minimum. But he thought he was responding to August, because we're playing the card Beans and I play, and so Beans and I play August. But Mekie and I did discuss that we were going to change this to like a feature ask, and so what Mekie should do is bid 3 clubs to show a non-minimum with short clubs. Whether I'd move over that, I don't know. But when I know his minimum, I'm definitely not moving. So I pass 3 spades, and it's really lucky because he's like a maximum. I think he's got a 9 count, and so given opposite and maximum was going to bid 4, and we got the system and it only makes 9. You'll notice that we lose a trick in each suit. We lose the lead a heart at trick 1, so we can't set anything up to get rid of the low heart in dummy. Mekie tried a club to the queen. The ace is with the other side. The king of spades is offside. So far, sometimes you just get lucky, and we've got lucky twice effectively. So we're 6 boards in. We've got 5 good boards and a bad board. So maybe we've clawed back the fact that we've got no carryover. Now we're back to level playing field. So and we finished that round super quickly. I just bid 3N. They led the long thing and I made an over trick. I just said I'll take 10 at trick 2. So we've got 9 minutes to spare. Yeah, we're just waiting outside. So the speed of play in these events does bother me a bit. You can effectively move when the next table's free, and you don't have to move when the director calls the move. And then they add some time to the rounds. They add some times to the rounds. The rounds 4 and 9 or something get additional break time. So not only do you have 50 minutes to play, you then get another 5 minutes for a break or something. And so I feel like the reason I can film a lot of the stuff in America like I'm doing now is because the timings are skew and people moving, so we can move and move and move, and then all of a sudden we finish around with 12 minutes to spare because we move ahead of time and play some boards really fast. So it's good for you lot, that's how I get to film things. But I think in terms of losing focus, you're playing 2 boards, then a break, and then 4 boards very quickly, and then a break, and it's not as consistent as it is in the UK, and it's just how it is here. I don't think it's necessarily a good or a bad thing. It's just different, and I don't hate it, but it's just different. So I don't know whether in these pairs events I would do better if we just played throughout. It's hard to test that. So you get to 4 spades on this hand here. They open 1 heart on your right, and you bid 3 spades, and your partner raises to 4 with their weak no chump. And the hand that didn't bid hearts leads the king of hearts, and it goes small, small, small. There might have been some signals I didn't ask, or we didn't ask, and they switch to a diamond at trick 2. So this is really good, actually. You can try the jack of diamonds, and you can maybe find out where some of the high cards are, because it's all about how you're going to play the clubs here. You're going to lose 2 hearts, and you need to avoid losing 2 clubs. And so it goes a diamond at trick 2, it goes jack queen, and you ruff. And there was a bit of a slight reaction from the hand on your right when this got roughed, so maybe he didn't expect it to be roughed, who knows. And then you play 2 rounds of trumps, finishing in your hand, and the hand that opened 1 heart showed up with a singleton jack of spades. How are you playing the clubs? What club position are you playing for? You can't eliminate anything, because to eliminate hearts you need to ruff a heart, and then you've got no trumping dummy to threaten a rough and discard. So it's all about how you play the clubs. Now, what's the most likely split of the diamond 2? And more importantly, where do you think the king of clubs is? The hand on your right, let's say that they haven't got the queen of hearts. They've almost certainly got to have the king of clubs. They'll have ace jack to 5 hearts, ace queen to 5 diamonds. Maybe they could not have the king of clubs, but more importantly, when the king of clubs is led, so king of hearts is led, it's likely that the hearts are 6-2, I think, when they lead the king, if they have got the queen. So if the queen of hearts is on your right, it's likely that the hearts are 6-2, and if that's the case, and they were surprised that the diamonds got roughed out, so maybe your right opponent is something like 1-6-4-2 or 1-5-5-2. And if that's the case, I think they're more likely to have the king of clubs than not. The hand on your left, if they've got the king of hearts and the king of clubs and any sort of heart length, they might have at least considered about bidding over 3 spades. And they didn't, they just passed in tempo. So Mekie did really well. He played for either a singleton king of clubs or a doubleton king of clubs, and he played the ace of clubs. He played a club to the ace, and the jack appeared on his right by the opening bidder. He then roughed the diamond back to hand and played a small club towards dummy and took the finesse. He took the finesse of the 9 of clubs. And this wins when it's a singleton jack. It wins, in fact, it only loses when it's jack 10 tight. If it's king jack 10, there's nothing you can do, but when it's jack 10 tight, it's the only time Mekie's play loses once you play a club to the ace and a jack appears. It might be slightly better to play a club to the 9 just in isolation, because club to the 9 wins when there's jack 10 onside or when there's king onside, because you play a club to the 9 and then later a club to the queen. But when someone's opened the bidding and they're much more likely to have the king of clubs, I like what Mekie did, and he made exactly 10 tricks, and so there will be people going off in this, because if you take the club finesse you can't avoid losing 2 clubs. So well judged, Mekie. This is your hand. You have 2 low spades, 6 solid hearts missing the jack, queen jack to 4 singleton club, and you open a heart. Partner bids a spade. First decision point. You're bidding 2 hearts or 2 diamonds. Your hearts are so much better than your diamonds. 2 hearts promises 6 as well. So if you've got 5 diamonds on, you should still be able to get there. If partner bids 3 diamonds over this or something like that, that's fine. So I just bid 2 hearts. And if we're just going to play in a part score, I don't want to play in a diamond fit. Heart score's better. I've got better hearts, even opposite of void. So I bid 2 hearts. And over this, partner bids 3 clubs. Alright, well, it looks like it might be a misfit. You bid 3N, I think. You could bid 3 diamonds, sort of 4th suit, but your diamond stop's good. You've got queen jack to 4. Maybe with queen third or something you bid 3 diamonds as like an unsure, I'm not quite sure what to do sort of thing. But I bid 3M. And then over this, partner bids 4 spades. Now, the system we're playing, 1 heart, 2 spades from partner, is a raise in hearts. So we're not playing weak jump shifts in this spot, which means 1 heart, 1 spade, 2 hearts, 2 spades is weak. 1 heart, 1 spade, 2 hearts, 3 spades is invitational. So Mekie might have had to manufacture the 3 club bid because he's got no other way to set up like a slam try in spades. This is a slam try in spades now. He could just be super distribution, but with those sort of hands he should just bid 4 spades over 2 hearts. So with the opposite of slam try in spades, how good's your hand? I think you've got some pluses and minuses. I think you've only got 1 key card for them, but you have a shortage, and you have 2 trumps, and you have a source of tricks. So I think you should probably move here, and I didn't. It might be I'm a bit overzealous at trying to be ethical. Partner took a while to bid 3 clubs, so I know he's got a good hand from the bidding, or he hasn't actually got clubs and he's manufacturing a bid. So I don't know whether that puts pressure on me to not move or to move or something, that he's got a super good hand. He hasn't just got a regular slam tray, he's got a really good hand. I don't know whether that's indicative of not, but I chickened out and I passed, and I don't think I should. I think I have a move over 4 spades. I think I should probably just bid 5 spades. I don't really want to cue my singleton club, because my partner could be worried that that's showing the king or the ace. I haven't got anything to cue in diamonds. I could bid 5 hearts, but that might deny the singleton club. I don't know whether I can cue the singleton club here, so maybe just bidding 5 spades to show, okay, I've got a better hand than I could have for playing in spades. And the full hand's there. Mekie would clearly bid 6 with the hand he's got. He's got 9 tricks in his own hand. It's a difficult thing to do. What you really want, and this is the downside of playing crisscross, what you really want is 1 heart, 1 spade, 2 hearts, 3 spades to be forcing. And when I play with Cooper and Ackle, it is. If you're not playing crisscross, it is, I think. I know some people like playing invitational. It's just much better to play it forcing from a personal point of view. And if that auction happens, imagine it goes a heart, a spade, 2 hearts, 3 spades forcing. I can cue 4 clubs now. I know partner's got a good spade hand, better than a 4 spade bid, and I've got a singleton club. When partner bids 3 clubs, if he's actually got clubs, I don't know whether I should be queuing this, because if partner's like 6-1 in the black suits and he needs the clubs to come in, I don't really want to lie to him, so that's probably going to be bad. There will be people getting to slam there, and not only that, they led the ace of diamonds. I think if they lead something else, we might be able to make 13 on other leads, so that's an oopsie for Steve. So you get to 2N on this hand, and this is the sort of thing you need to do to win events. You need to kind of take your chances and play for tops sometimes when you think the risk and the reward are there, and you open a club, partner responds what did he respond? A spade, I think he responded, and I bid 2N. Now, I would pass Mekie's hand. You've got King Queen X of clubs. You don't really want me to be jumping to 2M because it's not going to play well and we're vulnerable, I don't think. You're a bit lucky here that I have enough tricks off the top on the Jack of Diamonds lead. So they lead the Jack of Diamonds. Anyway, you're in 2N, you lead the Jack of Diamonds and it goes small King Ace. You've got 9 tricks off the top here, so this is going to go well. Obviously, there are going to be... someone's got a lot of hearts, and you have options to just take your 9, which might be good if they've got a natural heart lead, or if they haven't got a natural heart lead. You've got the chance of potentially playing spades. Now, the spade finesse is 50%, so that gets you 10 tricks 50% of the time. And then what you need to decide now, when the spade finesse loses, what are the chances they switch back to hearts? And this is where you need to potentially look at the caliber of the opponents you're playing and maybe making a decision there. Do they play Smith and so on? So if you think your opponents are plodders and they're just going to do the safe thing and the right thing, he already hasn't led a heart at trick 1. Is he really going to switch to a heart here into an 18-19 balanced? Maybe, maybe not. And so if the spade to the queen loses, there could be Jack Doubleton. So it's not like a spade to the queen is just a straight 50-50 for one trick. If the queen loses and they don't play a heart, you might still make 10 or even 11 tricks if the Jack of Spades falls. So against some people I wouldn't do this. I would just take my safe tricks and think, I've already escaped a heart lead. But against some, you take your chances. And if you're going to win these events, you need to kind of take shots when shots need be taken. I took the spade finesse at trick 3. I played a club to the king and a spade to the queen, and when it holds I make 10 tricks, and 10 tricks feels like a great score, and it feels even better, a bit lucky here, that they haven't led from their 5-card heart suit. They've got I don't know what the actual suit is. He did say he had 5 though, and so a heart lead keeps it to 8. So we got very lucky there. I mean, plus 180 is going to be good. No one's going to get to game, I don't think, and 180 will outscore clubs, it will outscore anything else. It's just going to be not a top. There'll be something doing something stupid, but a good board. But you can't just do that on every. You can't just play for tops and bottoms on every board, because you'll get an equal amount of bottoms. You just need to decide when it's right to do this sort of thing, and I decided it was, and we got lucky. We've been and gone for lunch, and we finished the first set with 52%. A bit lower than expected, but we had 3 bad boards, which got us. Well, that's why we got 52%, I guess. We start the next set. Some pretty good stuff. I think we've got maybe 1 below average and 3 good ones. So we've defended tight. We haven't let in through any tricks, and we caught them in a double part score. We only took it 1 off, and I don't think we can do any better. But we caught them, so maybe that's good, maybe that's bad. So we will see how it's going to go. We're just going to play well, do the best we can, get some platinum points, and maybe hit the top 10-15 people. Mekie had this hand. He is singleton, ace king to 5, jack to 6, singleton ace, and you hear your partner pass, and they open 2 spades weak on your right, and they are favourable, so this could just be 5 spades, but they look like older gentlemen, so maybe they've got their bid. And you need to decide what to do. You're vulnerable. Your suits are pretty bad, although you've got 2 suits. You've got 11 red cards, so you'd like to make a bid, but your suits are pretty bad. You've got jack empty to 6 and ace king empty to 5, so you sort of need a fit. So if you know partner's got a red suit fit, you definitely want to be competing quite a lot here. If you know partner hasn't, then you don't. Now, what are the odds of that? Well, partner's going to have 3 spades on average, and maybe 5 clubs, because you've only got 1. So they're probably going to have at least 1 3-card red suit, you'd think, just on average in terms of points. So how many things do you bid? I mean, if you overcall one of your red suits, you leave the other one out. You're not strong enough to keep bidding them. So, for example, if you bid 3 diamonds and they bid 3 spades pass, are you good enough to bid 4 hearts? No, you're not. Maybe you can double, but you're just going to offer up a penalty too often. So your choices are immediately bidding 4 diamonds to show diamonds and hearts, game forcing. And you're gambling here. It's a bit of a gamble. That partner's got values and a fit, or but one or the other. He could have, like, you know, if he's got 4 hearts, he doesn't need to have that many values. If he's got 4 hearts and a stiff diamond, for example, maybe you can just make things on a crossoff or rough things out. Or if he's got like 4 hearts and ace-x of diamonds or something like that. So if they've got a fit, you're fine. But if you haven't, you're going for a packet. So, you know, what do you do? Do you bid 3 hearts or 3 diamonds, or do you bid 4 diamonds? I don't know what the right thing is to do, because partner's a passed hand. So maybe it's right to just bid 3, but my partner doesn't underbid. My partner was in there with 4 diamonds, and he goes pass, 4 hearts, pass, and he's got a feeling a bit happy that no one's doubled. And the north-south hands are like this, so I'm playing in 4 hearts, and they lead the ace of spades, and you're like, well, how am I making this? How many diamonds am I going to be able to rough in my hand? If diamonds are 2-4, they're likely to be 2-4. You pretty much know that they've led the king of spades, that the ace king of spades is on your left, probably the ace king of diamonds is on your right. Don't know where the queen of clubs is. You sort of need that to fall potentially if you can't set the diamonds up. So they lead the king of spades and they signal for a diamond, and then they switch to the 2 of diamonds to the king, and they play a diamond back. That's really good for you. You are probably, when they've defended like this, you are probably going to have to set the clubs up. It looks like diamonds are. When they switch to the 2, it looks like diamonds are 5-1. And so if you imagine the hand on your left has 6 spades, 3 hearts, 1 diamond and 3 clubs, this is brilliant. You sort of want them to rough this diamond, because you need the 3rd round heart entry to your hand. You're not going to be able to rough the diamonds good. So what you need to be able to do is draw trumps in 2 rounds, keeping a trump in hand, and then you need either the queen of clubs to drop or clubs 3-3. So this was good for us. That was the case. I think better defence. I don't know what the best defence is. Maybe playing the king of spades at trick 2, and or maybe playing the king of diamonds at trick 3 might be a bit better, but then I might be able to set the diamonds up. I think maybe the king of diamonds at trick 3 might be better. You've got ace, king, 10, 9 to 5. So if you play the king of diamonds, you kill my 3rd heart. I have to rough this, I think. And I can rough with the 10, but now potentially I'm still going to lose 2 more diamond tricks, because I can't rough a diamond really without promoting a trump trick for the defence. So I think that's the best defence, but as the defence we got was they didn't know what my hand was, they didn't know how good clubs I've got, so they thought they'd try and get some trump tricks, but it ended up being a bad defence for the defence, because I've only got 3 hearts. It gave me the entry to the clubs. Mekie made a good decision on this hand. This is his hand. He's got ace to 3 spades, 3 small hearts, ace 10x of diamonds, and 4 small clubs. He might have the queen of clubs. I can't remember. It didn't come up. He passes his dealer, and he goes pass, and I open 1 strong no trump. And the next hand bids 2 diamonds, which is a transfer to heart. So I don't really like this as a defence, but that's what they choose to play. And have you got any actions over that? No. Double would show diamonds. You could pass and then double 2 hearts for takeout, or you could just pass this out when they transfer to 2 hearts or something like that. So you're going to have a decision next time round. But what happens is it goes 2 hearts on your left, and your partner doubles for takeout. Pass. So you look at the vulnerability, everyone's vulnerable, and you look at your 4-card suit, and it's not the best. And it's your only suit to bid. So you could try 2 spades. There's no guarantee partner's got 4. Partner's probably going to have 2 hearts and a non-minimum. So if they've got like a 14 count, they're probably not doubling unless they've got like the perfect shape outside. So partner's usually going to have a good hand with 2 hearts. If that's the case, how many tricks are they making? You've got like a 9 count or thereabouts. Again, I can't remember his club suit, but you've got a balanced 9 count. They might not have that many tricks, especially if, I mean, you didn't ask, but maybe they transfer to 5-card suits. Who knows? So Mekie made a good choice. He passed. He 1 off the top, probably. If they go 1 off for 200, we get a top. Obviously, if it makes, we get a bottom. But if it makes, it should be my fault, not his, because I probably haven't got my 1 no trump opener. He passed, the full hand's there, and we were absolutely ruthless. We took 2 clubs, 2 diamonds. We actually got 2 spades. They thought they couldn't get off dummy, so they had to effectively give us 2 spade tricks, and they misplaced where the ace of spades was because I doubled. It's more likely Mekie's got the ace of hearts and I've got the ace of spades, so this just went pretty bad. They actually read it well to only go 2 off. I kept playing diamonds through dummy, and they kept having to ruff with the right card and dummy to not promote a second trump trick for the defence. So yeah, that was good. Well judged, Mekie. We've got like about 3 rounds to go. We're doing all right. We're doing better this half than the first half. We've had quite a few good boards. Again, not flawless. We have our share of bad boards again, but I think we're on the mid to high 50s now. So we were 51st after 1 set. Maybe we can push it up to like 20th or something with a really good end of the run. One thing I will say about America is the directors are brilliant. There's one there. Oh, she's just walked off. They're very good. They're very polite. And they're very good at de-escalating confrontation and things. So yeah, she was about to say hi, but someone's just called her. Anyway, so more importantly, I have this hand, and my hand was, just for future reference, something like 2 low, 6 solid, King Jack X, and the bidding goes 1 spade, pass, 1 no trump to me, and 1 no trump was alerted as forcing. Now if it wasn't forcing or non-forcing or semi-forcing, it's a different matter, but forcing. What I don't want them to do, it looks like from the position of your honours that they've got some major suit fits. I want to make it hard for them to bid them, especially hearts. So obviously if one of them's got 6 spades, they're going to be able to compete to spades. But and at teams I wouldn't do this because there's a chance he miss game, but what I decided to do was just put the pressure on and bid 3 diamonds. And you can see from the idea behind this makes him, if the hand on my right has hearts or the hand on my left has hearts, you cut them off bidding it. Are they really going to strive to compete here when you've jumped to 3 diamonds? And if they play you for a weak hand again, they could be in trouble here. They're not guaranteed of a fit or anything like that, and your diamond suit's so good that they're probably not going to catch you for doubles either. So it's effectively a bit of a gamble that we haven't got 3N on or something like that, and I'm just trying to buy the auction by putting it in a position where they can't compete. If I bid 2 diamonds and it goes 2 spades, I feel like I'm forced to bid 3 diamonds because it's match points and I can't let them buy it in 2 spades. But more importantly, I can't let them find a heart. So I bid 3 diamonds, the full hand's there, and the hand on lead doesn't have an attractive lead, the lead a club, and I just take the first 12. Obviously, if we get to game, they can cash 2 hearts and 2 spades, so we can't make 5 diamonds or 5 clubs, and we can't even make 3N because they just cash all the majors. But the auction and the bidding and the things so far just made it, it put us into a really good spot. So it's not standard, but sometimes you've just got to make it more difficult for them and lie a bit about your hand. Partner's unlikely to have like a good 5-card heart, so they might have decided to bid 2 hearts or something like that, or done something. As it happens, partner has ace queen to 6 clubs and he didn't bid them, so I bid his hand for him. He could have jumped to 3 clubs himself, and then he would have cut them out of the auction for the same reason. So we've got about 2 rounds left. I don't know where we're doing. I think we're doing better than the first session, but I don't think we're going to top 10 it. We're done. The machine says 56% to us. It feels about right, I think. We're going to have a look at wherever they've put the things up somewhere. That feels about right. I think maybe we'll be top 20, top 30 or something like that. Maybe. Who knows exactly where it comes because it's only in our section. But I had a good time with Mekie. He's played well today. I think I've made more errors than he has. Done some good things, but obviously some of them have turned out to be, I've had about just like two or three just stupid, like where I could have stopped and counted and I played too fast. Got to stop doing that, Steve. But we're back. So tomorrow I might even have the day off. I haven't got a partner sorted, so I don't know whether there'll be a video for day 8, but The next video will be either day 8 where I play in some random event, or day 9 where we're playing the 0 to 10k mixed Swiss. So I will see you in the next one.